Well, I ran into the curse gun again, so I have to split up the friggin' last stage from the other ones. I did not ask CK to do this, but he made a waste level. I in no way asked him to do that, but he made a waste level, and he included a waste weapon. So I'm gonna beat the stage with Greed's shotgun because it seems appropriate. I did not ask him to do this, but he did it anyway. Again, I have no idea if this is going to be public, just like the previous one. I don't know if these are going to be public. The answer is possibly. We'll see. And again, just in case you didn't watch the previous one, I did not make this game. CK made this game. And he put a waste level in it for reasons. Now here we have Curse, who is dead now. Oh yeah, he respawns multiple times. I think 4, if I remember correctly. It is not a difficult fight by any means. Oh, 3, okay. Well, he respawned twice, but 3 curses. And yeah, that is the game, I think, probably. Now, I'm gonna go into the first stage with Greed's shotgun just to see if it makes it any more possible. Let's see. Can I beat this with Greed's shotgun? Because you're supposed to die, I'm 90% sure. Can you do this with Greed's shotgun? You cannot, but it did indeed paint the river red, so that's kind of cool. I'm gonna try it again because I am a sick person. The game's lagging, so that's a good sign that I'm making some sort of progress. And you can paint this one red too, that's pretty cool. Oh neat, I did it. And the game didn't crash, so that's pretty cool, but the frame rate is tanking. And it is tanking hard. We're gonna see what's at the end of this stage. The FPS is at 6, which is 1/10 of what it normally is. You see, this is why characters, whenever they die in Waste, this is why they friggin' like disappear after their death animation. I know you're not supposed to do this, hence why it's not really a problem. But this is why that happens, is because if that didn't happen, then the frame rate over the course of the level would eventually tank, more than it already does, because the Waste games are not stable, like, at all. The FPS is at 3 now, which is a 20th of what it normally is. I know I'm not supposed to do this, but I'm doing this, and now it's alternating between 2 and 3. I'm not supposed to be doing this, but I'm doing this. This isn't really a bug, considering you're not supposed to do this, like, at all, but, I mean, yeah, it is a bug, because it can happen, anyway. It'd be funny if just a second wave of them comes when I hit the trigger, if the trigger doesn't delete itself. Once all of these are like off screen though, the frame rate should kind of return to normal a little bit, if it functions how like the Waste games do. This was actually made in Game Maker Studio 2, while the Waste games were made in Game Maker Studio 1. The way Game Maker Studio 1 works is it's much less of a problem for the frame rate if the things are off screen than on screen. Now the FPS is alternating between 1 and 2. 2 is a 30th of what it normally is, and 1 is a 60th. So that clearly is not the case. Game Maker Studio 2 does not operate the same way. But I've done something, so that's neat. Let's see if there's just an invisible wall over here. Then I've done this for nothing. But I'm curious. There's water that is blue instead of red, so that's a good sign. Oh god. I don't think there's anything, but we'll see. I'm gonna stop the recording here, but this is hilarious. I'm not trying to, like, crap on the game or anything, because, I know what it's like to do this. I guarantee there's a way to do this in Knights, just because Knights is an unstable piece of trash, but whatever. Knights is not a stable game by any means. You can get stuck in the wall whenever you want. But, yeah. I'm going to end the recording there, and upload it, I guess.